Hi, and welcome to Lesson 9, Unit 5, Water. Today, we're going to talk and learn about how can we get water, what do we use water for, and salt water versus fresh water. But this lesson is a little bit different because today you won't use your textbook. You're only going to watch this video. There are also some videos in YouTube that are extra information. I recommend you to watch them, but they are totally optional. Also, as always, you have some worksheets so you can work and check how much you learned from this lesson. So let's check what is new in this unit. When we think about water, we have to understand that water is very, very important, not only for us, but for the whole planet, animals, and plants. We also have to think what happened to our life if there's no water? Well, I think the most accurate answer would be there would be no life. Water is super important for us. So, in this video, you will learn why. So let's try to understand where can we get water. So when we think about water, we can think that we can find water in different places, such as lakes, glaciers, underground, on top of the mountains with snow, of course, the ocean, and when it rains. But not all water is the same. We're going to talk about this in a few moments. But also, when we talk about water, we have to think what do we use water for? Water, as I was telling you, is super important for all living things, but we can identify different uses, at least for humans. We use water in agriculture to grow plants and fruits that we can eat, industrial to work, to cut metal, to do many, many things, recreational, to have fun, to do water wars, to play on lakes or rivers. We also can do some sports with water, like surf or fishing or swimming and many others. Of course, a very important use that we give to water is the domestic use when we cook, when we water plants, when we take a shower, and many other ideas. Also, we use water in transport. We can transport products, resources, or even people. So we use water to move, we use boats, to move on the ocean, to travel, and to transport products. And another very important, it's hydroelectric. We have made something called dams. These places are man-made and contain water. Water falls down into some special motors that produce energy. But you can learn a little bit more from this in the optional videos. Hmm. But is all water the same? No. We can say that we have salt water and fresh water. If you look the first picture, you are seeing a picture of the map in the planet. Yes, you can see a lot of blue, and that represents water, of course. But that's the ocean. Here you have a picture of Chile, a map. Chile is blessed because it has a long, long coast, so we have a lot of water. Well, we also have the Andes mountain range, which is where we have glaciers, snow, and the snow can melt into streams and rivers, which eventually go to the ocean. Also, the last picture on the bottom right is a picture of the Amazon River meeting the Atlantic Ocean in Brazil. So it looks different. The brown water is the water from the river, and the blue water is the water from the ocean. To understand why this happened, we have to talk about density, but we're not going to talk about that today. So, I was telling you that salt water and fresh water is not the same. And this is correct because salt water, which is what we have most in the planet, is something that unfortunately we cannot drink. If we drink a lot of salt water, it can be dangerous for our health because, well, most the most the bigger problem that we can have is that we can get dehydrated. That means that we need to consume water. So if you drink salt water, you become thirsty and then you need to drink more water. That's a big problem, okay? Um, because salt can be dangerous in excess for our health. Fresh water, as I was telling you, is something that we can find on lakes or in snow, glaciers, or underground. But yes, as you heard, it's a problem to get that water because it's difficult to go underground, to go to glaciers, or to take water from the snow. The simple way for us is to take water from lakes or rivers. But there is a problem with that sometimes, and that is water pollution. Remember that in the previous unit we talked about air pollution, and that was a big problem? Well, water pollution is also a big problem, not only for us because we cannot drink this polluted water, but also for animals and vegetation. Water becomes toxic, which is a problem for nature. This is a real problem that we have today. Also, is water waste. When we are not smart and we don't use water in the correct way, we create more problems. But there are things that we can do to save water. For example, take shorter showers and avoid taking baths, or to turn off the tap when you're brushing your teeth. Sometimes you can forget about this and you keep water running. That's wasting water. Also, there are some machines that can save water when you flush the toilet. And of course, when you wash clothes, you can save water if you charge completely the machine. The same with the dishwasher machine. Also, you can, a very important thing is to keep clean the beaches or the rivers or the lakes because trash is pollution, not only for you, but also for animals and plants. So, to wrap up the lesson, today we learned that water is important for living things. Water can be found in different places. We use water to do different things. Salt water and fresh water are different. Water pollution and water waste are a problem, but we can help. So that's all for today. Remember to do the worksheet in order to check how much you learn. And I remind you, it's an optional thing, but you can also watch the extra videos that can help you understand a little bit more about water. These videos are pretty cool. I hope you like it. Bye bye, compadre. Have fun.